collection so you don't get it all from one plant. But anyway, do that and make a bed about maybe 2.5 inches thick of the flattened leaves on the stems in that pit. Put all your meat, vegetables, whatever it is you got in there. Make another bed on the top of it. And then put all your bigger embers and burnt ends of logs and all that kind of stuff up over the go leave for 45 minutes. It like really dry meats, like wild turkey breast. I shot a turkey one time and brought it for the class, and we cooked that up. If you've ever roasted a turkey breast, you either got to barely cook it or cook it to death because it's so dry that it just, if you cook it, overcook it, it turns to boot leather. This kept all the moisture in it, and it was well cooked, and it's falling apart. It was very tender. So it keeps all the moisture, puts that lemon flavor in there. That's in the same family as sassafras, which is laurel family. Cinnamon's in that same family. Bay leaves. Bay leaves are bay laurel leaves, and there are a whole bunch of that family that are very aromatic. So even in the winter, take a bit of the stem and scratch the bark off the stem and smell it. There's 3 different individual flavors on this. So the leaf is one flavor. Smell the bark and pass that around. Different?
Yeah.
Huh?
Leaf is like lemon.
Leaf is lemon. That's almost like a bay leaf or something like that. It's a way more intense.
Go ahead.
And then the berry, when the berry comes on in the late summer, they'll turn red. And even the berry has 2 different flavors. It's got a little fleshy seed in the center that's kind of not hard. I mean, you can bite them in 2 really easy. But that's the germ, and then the fleshy part around that has its own flavor. I've tried drying the whole berry, and there's so much oil in that little seed things that you can dry them and dry them and dry them. You put them in a jar and close them up, they're still going to mold. So I started squirting that little seed out of the husk and drying the husk. And the seed almost tastes like a red pepper, you know, like a bell pepper. It's got that kind of a pepper flavor to it like that. The outer husk of it, they say it tastes like allspice. It does not taste like anything you've ever had. It's just, you can use it where you would use allspice or cinnamon or any of those, you know, sweet type things. So I did acorn, what was it? Acorn pawpaw cookies, and I did one with persimmons too in the fall, last fall, and see, you know, with Spicebush berries. It was, I had so many people said I have never tasted anything remotely like this, and it's so, you know, sweetened with maple syrup for a little bonding thing, but no wheat flour.
When did you say it berries?
Late summer. If we see a mature bush, at Dogwood Canyon, they already got really good sized green berries on them. The green berries have more of that kind of a peppery, you know, like a bell pepper taste. The mature red berries have that, whatever it is, indescribable, very strong flavor.
Those grow in South Dakota too.
Huh?
Those are native to South, or they grow in South Dakota too.
They do?
He knows them from our annual trip.
I had no
The
idea they
kids
got
would
that
take
far
the
north.
berries off, and they
So
would.
I would say you're along the river in southeastern South Dakota.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, that's it, because they get way up on the big rivers, but nowhere in the rest of the state.
Okay.
So they're an eastern plant. And somebody told me they had one in Nebraska, I thought, and I thought I think that's too far west and north out of the range, and I can't remember if it's Nebraska or some prairie state like that you think of. And then I looked up into the range map. Sure enough, it showed it just along the rivers on the westernmost parts of this range. But